Hello, it's Julian Mellor, Positive Impact Golf Coach. This weekend I received a couple of emails asking me to do a video about equipment and probably the best way of going about purchasing it and really what to be looking for as a golfer. And as in life, a little bit of it's dependent on budget. It is true to say that in golf, you know, the more the spend generally, the better quality equipment you're going to get. What you're really paying for is the research and development into the club, if you're going to start to pay quite a bit of money, the materials that it's used, that they use to make it. Some of them have a mixture of steel and carbon fibre or graphite, and it is dependent a little bit on budget, and the more you tend to spend, the better equipment you're going to get. But let's put that to one side. Let's think about what you need from a golf club that's going to help you. So first off, I would highly recommend that you go and get them custom fit. There's so many places around now that offer this facility. I would definitely go and do it, and generally it's free of charge if you purchase some clubs from them. I'm in a position where I don't really sell equipment, so I'm kind of in a nice place where I can give an unbiased opinion of what to look for. If you're let's say if you're a senior golfer or a lady or somebody who perhaps doesn't hit the golf ball as far as they would like to, I would definitely look towards getting a lighter weight, certainly shaft. Maybe get a graphite shaft as opposed to a steel shaft. Just that you're taking the weight out of the shaft in the head, and generally you can start to move the club a little bit quicker. The other things to look for in a set of golf clubs is ideally you want them what's called cavity back. So there's going to be like a hollow in the back, and if the sole is quite thick, that means that they can move weight away from the front and move it towards the back of the club. That will help you get the ball airborne. You're also looking for what's called the lie angle, which is this angle here. Ideally you want that to be sitting right for you. There is such a thing as standard, which would work, because standard hasn't come about by accident. It's come about through people trying lots of different clubs, and they've got a rough guide to where you want to be. So standard's a good place to start. But if you're tall or shorter, then you might want to go and get that lie angle checked. There's the flex of the shaft that you're going to get. Again, if you're swinging slightly slower, I would maybe go for a shaft that's a little bit more flexible rather than something that's too rigid. Sometimes if you're a strong person, you might need to go for something a little bit with a bit less flex. So stiff could be an option. But if we're starting to become towards a senior, I wouldn't really be going for stiff unless the fitting says so. And you can get that from the measurements of what you do. Also think about the thickness of the grip. If you've got small hands, you may want to look for a slightly thinner grip. If you've got big hands, you might, or maybe even arthritic hands, you may need something that's a little bit bigger. So I'd be tempted to try some different thicknesses of grips, because this can really help you. Also the overall weight of the club. Again, if you're swinging generally slower, you might want something that feels a bit lighter. I often, when I'm coaching, I often hit the people's clubs who I'm with, and the ones I've had a lot of success with is actually ladies' pings, which sounds bizarre because I'm 6 foot and fairly strong, but I have a lot of success with those because I'm not trying to hit the golf ball too hard. So in terms of woods, definitely don't go cheap. And by all means have a look on eBay or somewhere like that where you could get a decent second-hand driver. Especially you're looking for a titanium head, probably a 460 in size, the right type of graphite shaft probably in a driver. I wouldn't really be recommending steel in drivers. Make sure the grips new. The worst thing you do is have a grip that's too used, because if it's used it becomes shiny. When it's shiny you'll grip it tighter, and the tighter you grip it the worse you're going to swing. So definitely make sure your grips are nice and new and well looked after. Fairway woods, you know, I would just go and try some. Try the top end makes. For me, the ones I would be looking for if I had the right budget would be Ping, TaylorMade, Callaway, Cleveland do some nice golf clubs, Mizuno do some super golf clubs, so kind of more towards the top end if your budget allows, but I'm not saying, you know, what you need to spend, but I would be steering away from, if you can get the whole lot, a bag, a trolley, a set of irons, 3 woods, a putter and a bag for £99, I'd probably avoid those. They're not going to be made of great material, so I'd give them a miss if I was you. Look on eBay for, certainly I've never come across any bad second-hand pings off eBay, so they might be worth having a look at. But I would definitely recommend you go and get a custom fit in, so that you know what you're looking for. The other advantage with this is it gives you some confidence as well, that knowing that your clubs are suited to you rather than you suiting the golf club, which is so often the case. Again, if hopefully this has been helpful to you. If I can be of any help, my full contact details on my website is julianmellorgolfschool.co.uk. Thanks for watching. Bye.